This is the Ryder and Lisa replay.
Brought to you by Action Furnace. Fixed right or it's free.
It's time for Overrated, Underrated with Ryder and Lisa.
All right, I'm going to go with underrated, and it's the couple-day break in between playoff series.
Oh, okay. I have a feeling I know why.
Well, I think the main reason is there's nothing keeping me up at night, so I go to bed early.
And you detox a little bit. Just for 2 days, though.
I drank water at slow pitch last night. I didn't have a beer at slow pitch, which is like the first time in my adult slow pitch career I wouldn't have had a beer at the game, probably. But yeah, just chugged water and went to bed at proper time. Got a good nap in yesterday as well. I'm like feeling like myself again, refreshed. And I got another night to do that again before we start this Battle of Alberta where I'm going to be staying up too late.
You're basically an Oiler.
Yeah, just refreshing my body, getting it ready for the second round.
Taking ice baths.
Yeah, exactly. But I think a lot of people could probably relate with this one. We've got, 3 days, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday break. So shout out to anybody who got a proper sleep last night like we did. We needed it because yesterday we were kind of a mess on the show.
I woke up. Oh, yeah. Yesterday's show was a disaster. We were so tired.
Yeah.
I woke up to some texts from my girlfriends in our group chat, and they were like, "Oh, I'm loving this thunder." I was like, I didn't hear a thing because I slept like the dead.
Yeah, you went to bed at like 8:30?
It felt good.
Awesome. So here we are. We're alive. No excuses today.
Nope.
Hell of a show coming up. So there's a story in the news about how starting today, if you're eligible, you'll be able to renew your driver's license and ID cards online using the province's e-services platform. And like most people would be eligible. You can't have like a suspended license. I believe 16 to 18-year-olds still have to go in to get everything done, and over 75 as well. But the majority of drivers in Alberta will be able to do this.
Okay.
And once we figured that out, I'm like, when's the last time you registered your vehicle, Lisa? And you're like, you look shocked like you forgot that that's a thing.
Okay, but I feel like they're more lenient if they pull you over right now because of COVID. They're like, oh, it's all good.
Like you pretend you have it?
No.
Oh.
That like for 2 years, a lot of people just weren't driving.
Got it. So you hadn't renewed it in like a year and a half. You just got it done now, though.
Just now on the website that you were talking about.
Yeah.
So it was really easy.
That's your adulting job that you've hated previously,
Yeah,
though.
I hate it. And also oil changes. And like, that's my dad's fault. Because every year, like every 6 months, he'd remind me, hey, have you changed your oil in your car? And he stopped texting me that. So if my car breaks down or something, blame Jer.
You know, you could like set a reminder. They have the stickers that they put right in there on the windshield to watch for.
Yeah, I know.
Listen, I shouldn't be chirping. This is what we're doing. We're talking about the things that we hate doing. I hate maintaining the small pond that I didn't know my house had when I bought it because it was covered in snow when I bought it.
You didn't look it up, like all of the...
I bought it in winter. I didn't know they had a pond.
Yeah, that sucks.
And now all of a sudden I just got this like mosquito complex.
And your dog just constantly is diving into it and it stinks.
And it's either full of chemicals because I'm trying to make it not stinky and I don't want the dog in it, or it's stinky and I don't want the dog in it. Yeah, so just everything about that pond really drives me up the wall.
What do you hate? What adulting job are you the worst at? We're getting a lot of texts from people saying that they hate calling to make appointments or just making appointments in general because our parents did it for us.
Right.
And
once the appointment's made, it's no big deal making it there.
But making it
that's true.
Sucks. I think the top answer so far is definitely folding laundry or putting laundry away. And I totally get that. When the laundry's in the dryer, it'll stay there for a few days. And if you just keep hitting 15 more minutes of drying, it completely drowns out the guilt.
Right.
We all do that, right?
I think we've all done it. Yeah.
We've all done it. Or we have a certain chair in the house that everything goes on. Or the treadmill.
Yeah.
Or the couch.
Yeah, we even had a mom text in saying, I just throw it in whoever's room the laundry is, and they can put it away if they want. If not, who cares? It's not my room.
Wow.
Thought that was a bold stance. I liked it.
That's a mom that's completely given up on caring about their kids' clean rooms, because that's got to be the biggest battle with kids, at least one of them.
Yeah.
Because I know me as a kid, I was so messy. And whenever my mom would be like, you have to clean your room, I would shove everything under my bed and in my closet and say, I'm done. And she'd come in and look under the bed and pull it all out and say, And then it would take me 6 hours to clean my room.
If my kid's room's messy, I just shut the door.
Krista wrote in saying, I hate mowing the lawn, which is funny because a lot of people love mowing the lawn.
Yeah.
So I think it goes either way.
I'm trying to do no mow May, and I'm having a really rough time not getting out there and mowing.
Right. Mark says taxes, definitely having to do taxes. And it's so true, having to gather everything up. Ew. Being an adult really is annoying.
It does feel good when you're doing taxes and you get that final bit sent in. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true.
Or final thing submitted.
You
or
feel this huge weight lift off of your shoulders. It really does feel good. Lindsay says, what I hate about adulting is when people say, act like an adult. No, sometimes a tantrum and screaming is warranted. Adults still need to let their frustration out.
Sure. What do you got for us?
I don't have a specific one that I hate. I just hate that it's all still there.
Right. So when you don't feel like doing anything, there's not someone there that can do it for you.
No, I just have to sit there and stare at it and then be resentful for the fact that I'm not doing it. And then my relaxing's not even fun because all the work is still there for when I'm done.
And then if you get it all done, you're too tired to enjoy the relaxation. You just have to go to bed.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's Ryder and Lisa's 1K wordplay.
We are joined by Deborah, caller 7, a new listener to the show. And this is your first time trying to get through in your caller 7?
Yeah.
Unbelievable. There are going to be some old school listeners who have been trying from the start that are going to be a little jealous of you.
Bit, yeah.
Good timing, though.
And welcome to the show. How did you find us?
I was just looking for something different and, went down to the end of the stations, and there you go.
Yeah.
Ooh, love it. The underdogs.
Yes.
All right, so here's how the game works. We're going to give you the opportunity to pick a teammate, Lisa or myself, Ryder, and then your teammate will leave the room. We will ask you 5 words. You give us the first word that comes up when you hear it, and then we'll invite your teammate back in. For everyone they match, it's $25. If you get all 5, it's $1,000, okay?
All right.
You taking Lisa or you taking me?
I got to go with the gal.
All right.
All right, Lisa, get out of here.
Bye.
First word, Deborah, is smoothie.
Strawberry.
Next word is trunk.
Car.
Shell.
Seashell.
Next word is sound.
Music.
And final word is bubbles.
Bath.
Bath. All right, good answers. All right, Lisa, come on in.
So,
You're gonna
how did
need.
it go?
I think you're gonna need some. Deborah's gonna need some beginner's luck to win the 1,000.
Okay, that's fine.
But I think it's possibly doable.
Okay.
We're gonna start with trunk.
Car. Woo!
Next up, shell.
C.
Yeah. She said seashell. We'll take it.
Yeah, we'll take that. $50 so far. Let's make it 75.
Bubbles is the next one that I think you might get. Bubbles.
Bath. Oh my God,
$75
so exciting. I'm so excited. Okay, 2 more words. We've got this. Let's make it 100 at least. I'm nervous.
The next 2 are tough. I left the tough ones for the end here.
Really? Okay, but you never know, right?
Sound.
Sound. Music. Shut up. Are you serious?
Yeah. Yeah.
Deborah, we might be winning $1,000 today.
4 for 4.
That one was like really tough for me
Yeah,
too. That's
that
a
one was-
really hard one.
There were a bunch of options
I
there.
know, but I just felt like that had to be it. I don't know why. I just.
Okay.
How are you feeling, Deb?
I'm like, it's exciting, actually. Really exciting.
Very exciting.
What would the $1,000 go to?
Oh, wow. I have a grade 12er graduating on Friday. Our tire blew out on our motorcycle. Lots of little things. that
Okay.
help now.
Cool.
So we need it. We need $1,000. I mean, 100 is still cool, but
Yeah.
okay. Do you think I'm going to get this next
the
one?
difference
Ryder?
is like 100's going to get you a used tire for the motorcycle. 1,000's going to get you a pair of new ones.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. The final one. Smoothie.
Fruit. No, is it wrong? What was it? What was it? I'm so upset.
Strawberry.
No.
Strawberry was her guess. I thought fruit was probably
no.
the best answer, though, so I don't blame you this time.
No, you don't have to say sorry, Deborah. I'm sorry. Oh, man. I'm so mad at myself.
No, that's so good. She seems cool. She seems cool.
Deborah, we're still friends, right?
Yeah, we're friends. No big deal. It's good.
Thanks for playing. We'll send you that $100, all right?
Okay, thank you.
Thanks, Deborah. Have a great day.
You too. Bye-bye.
Next chance to play tomorrow morning at 7:50 a.m.
I'm so upset.
So close.
Yeah.
This crazy kid ended up taking his parents' vehicle, 7-year-old kid, by the way, for a bit of a joyride because the kid really wanted a Slurpee.
See, this is the problem with certain areas of the city that don't have a corner store that you can conveniently walk to.
Yeah.
They start, wanting that sugar high. They grab the car keys, and then next thing you know, your 7-year-old's driving.
Yeah. So that's why if you're looking for a house, maybe try to find one with a 7-Eleven close by.
Yeah, or open up a convenience store on the corner, okay?
So a couple, Samaritans noticed this kid driving because he was driving down, the wrong side of the meridian.
Oh, God.
And then on to oncoming traffic. Vehicles were getting out of the way. Luckily, everybody was moving pretty slow. But a couple adults tried to help and jump into action, but the kid didn't know that they were trying to help. Here's his dad on that.
He didn't understand that people were trying to help him and trying to stop the vehicle. His only response was, I just wanted a slushie from Speedway. I'm just thankful that he's alive.
Yeah, he's...
His dad was starting to get emotional there. That's so scary. And how sad is it in that moment the son thinks that they're trying to steal the vehicle and he's like, no, this is my mom's car.
Right. So the one guy took his shirt off, wrapped it around his arm, and tried to bust the window with his elbow to try to help the kid. So that must have been terrifying.
Okay, so the windows were locked then. Oh,
yeah,
sorry,
the doors were locked and just a mess. Anyway, he ended up getting in an accident, but luckily the accident stopped the vehicle completely, and they were able to get him. I don't know if
think
he
he
had
got
a
a
Slurpee. I knew you were going to ask that. No word on the Slurpee.
Okay, so we're asking you, what's the most expensive mistake that your pet has made, your kid has made? We got 2 separate texts. One's from Christina, the other's from Susie. Both about their dogs having to get an $8,000 surgery at the emergency vet. $8,000.
8, geez. You're saving for something so special, and then you're like, cool move, dog.
Yeah, you're like, oh, I really want a hot tub.
Yeah,
No.
Instead, you got a functional dog again. So you've got a story for us, Kyle. It involves you when you were a kid, an expensive mistake for you and your parents, and you put your shoulder through a vending machine. We need some details.
So in high school, this girl got some chips stuck in a vending machine or whatever, and, me being the knight in shining armor that I was famous for being, decided to help her out. So the first couple don't work, so I really lined this third one up, and boom, right through this glass. I'm pretty sure I ended up with one of those spiral metal things in the arm. I took some glass to the face. Anyways, I was a mess. I pulled. The school had cleaned out that vending machine within seconds of it happening, so I'm trying to hide, and I got, ratted on pretty quickly because I wasn't all that popular in high school. And, so I was on the hook for that glass and all the snacks that everyone else stole.
Did that girl want to date you after?
No, it wanted nothing to do with me, of course.
Robin wrote in saying thousands of dollars after our dog ripped up the basement carpet. Just absolutely shredded it.
And Natalie hit us up with one that must hurt. We bought a brand new 75-inch TV. A month later, we were moving, and my 13-pound dog jumped up as we were coming through the front door and cracked the screen. TV was garbage, and we still had to pay off a TV we no longer had. I don't know if there's any worse payments than paying off something that's now broken.
That's useless.
That you're still paying. That would suck.
Yeah.
And this one stings. On an app my kid was playing, you could buy upgrades with actual cryptocurrency. My 12-year-old went through an entire Ethereum coin over a month, and I had no idea.
Well, how much is an Ethereum coin?
I mean, it depends what month.
What can it get up to?
I think the highest it's been is probably about $6,500 for one coin.
Oh my gosh.
It's at about, I don't know, close to $3,000 for a coin now. So somewhere in that range, $2,500 to $6,500.
That hurts.
Yeah.
It's too easy to spend money on a phone, too. Like, when your kids are using your phone, you have to be so aware that even if they double-click the side button, they're using Apple Pay or whatever.
Yeah, I was bored one night, and I ended up on a gambling site, and it was connected to my sports gambling, which I'm very modest with. Like, I'll put $5 on a game here, 10 on a game here.
Did you see the guy that put $10 on CC scoring the first goal in that game, and he won $400?
Yeah, awesome move.
Such a random...
But I guess I'm not as modest when it comes to playing roulette on my phone, because I ended up blasting through the $200 I had in that account. Like, the next day I'm just like, oh, great. Just can't do sports betting anymore.
No.
So you're right that it is too easy to spend money on phones.
Yeah.
780-784-7107 if you got a story about a kid or a dog that costs you a lot of money. Hey, we'll hear a cat story too if you go.
Sure.
Play 107, it's Ryder and Lisa. We were asking you for your stories about mistakes that your kids have made or pets have made that are very expensive. Tara said she made the mistake as a parent, but it involved her kid. My child going from forward to goalie in hockey. Big time financial flaw.
Why is that?
Just goalie equipment's really expensive.
Oh, okay.
So she said he told the coach, I said it was okay. Then I had to go buy all the equipment because he was their goaltender. And to make things worse, he's really good at it. That wasn't the plan. He was not supposed to be good at it. Awesome. And Derek hit us up with a story about draining a hot tub. Something went wrong with the hose that they were running through the basement. It ended up ruining their parents' freshly renovated basement.
Oh no!
Yeah,
that actually pains me.
Insurance didn't cover it because of a technicality, is what the text finishes with.
See, I always think I want a hot tub, but every person that owns one has a horror story, and I'm like, ugh.
Nah.
You just need friends with hot tubs. It's like owning a boat. Nobody wants to be the boat owner. You just want to be the friend of the person that owns a boat.
That's fair. What do you got for us?
Good morning. I have an amazing 10-year-old that decided as of 7 years ago when we purchased a house to basically wreck a couch almost every year and a half. So we are now going on our 5th set of living room furniture.
How are they ruining it?
Breaking the siding completely, jumping on it. You have a spring coming out at the most awkward area to sit in. The reclining doesn't work anymore, or it's fully reclined permanently, so you can't do any of that.
I love that. It's one or the other, eh?
Yeah, it was something like that. It really bothered him when the fake leather couch started peeling, so he decided to help the process along and peel it even further. So, it's great for family events, and you're looking at it like, oh, please don't sit there. Oh, can you hang on a second? Let me move the blanket over. Hang on a second. You need a pillow before you sit down. I really apologize, but I have an amazing 10-year-old.
Now he's 10, and has he grown out of the couch destruction?
Oh, Ryder, don't jinx it. It's been a year with this new couch, and
okay.
I don't know. We're coming up on our year anniversary where he typically starts breaking them, so it's like, I don't know right now. But let's just say my funds for furniture is out the window, and husby's like, next thing's a new house for him. That's it.
Okay, well, you call us in a year when it's still intact.
Yeah, we'll celebrate them.
We'll celebrate. We'll send you a gift card.
Thanks, guys. Have a wonderful day.
Awesome. Take care.
Bye.
Like, not when we'll send her a gift card for a new couch. She won't need that. We'll send her a gift card for, like, him to go to Dairy Queen to celebrate that he didn't break it. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up?
Hi, I have a good story about an expensive mistake.
Yes.
So my son was 2 at the time, and he was just able to reach the dial on the refrigerator to turn the temperature down. And so he turned it all the way down. I didn't realize. We went on vacation for about 2 weeks. And when we came back, the landlord said, we've had some complaints about a smell coming from your apartment. And so we got inside, and everything had defrosted in the freezer. And he was really into fish sticks at the time. And so I had all of these like rotten fish sticks in the freezer. And so I had to replace the refrigerator.
So, and how much food? So the refrigerator is what? Roughly $1,500 to replace?
Do you have to get a new one?
I had to get a new one. I took it out of the damage deposit.
And how much food would have been in there? A couple $100?
Yeah, in the freezer at least a few $100. Yeah.
So do you have every time you see fish sticks now, are you a little mad?
No, but every time I see a refrigerator, I'm like, okay, there's no way that he can touch this.
There's a gate around it.
Yeah, you're not allowed to touch the fridge.
So Erin wrote in saying, when my oldest was a toddler, I gave her grapes. She left them in a bowl on the couch. I have 3 Chihuahuas, and because I didn't know which one ate them, I had to take all 3 Chihuahuas to the emergency vet to get their stomachs pumped. If you didn't know, grapes are extremely poisonous to dogs. They were all okay because I got them there in time, but the culprit had to stay for 3 days for observation. It was $3,000.
Just for a bowl of grapes, eh?
Yep. TU wrote in saying, one day my friend and I were day drinking. Her kid was riding her scooter around my garage. Turns out she rode in circles and scratched my SUV all the way around, over and over over. But we couldn't get too angry because we were drunk and irresponsible.
Yep. Fair enough.
Fair enough is right.
You've got a crazy expensive story. A kid screw up. What do you got?
Oh, yeah, it was awful. So my mom came to visit, and we were talking about how crazy gas prices were, and we didn't think anything of it. The kids were playing and whatnot, and then the kids went outside, and my mom had gone out to leave, and her car won't start. And we're like, what the heck? And my daughter's like, oh, Grandma, I helped. And we're like, what do you mean you helped? She goes, I took the hose, and I put gas in the car with the water. And I'm like, oh, no. So needless to say, it had to get towed to the garage, and thousands of dollars to get it.
No.
Yeah. So, I mean, her heart was in the right place. Gas is really expensive.
Yeah.
But,
yeah, you thought gas was expensive. How about that, Bill?
Oh, yeah, it was rough.
The Ryder and Lisa replay.
Brought to you by Action Furnace. Fixed right or it's free.
Play 107.